Hey everybody, this is Zach from Board with Friends, and we are back with more Kraken packs. We have the new set for the Transformers TCG, the War for Cybertron Wave 2, so it's Wave 4. This was sent courtesy of Hasbro and Renaud from Bot Talk, so thank you for that for review purposes. I'm really excited. I feel like crap, but since this came in, I really want to open it on time. So I apologize if I sound really bad, but you're going to have to deal with it because we're going to open up this set. We're going to take a look at a few packs right now. Now, this is the second part of the War for Cybertron wave. So it's still got more Micromasters. It's got more Target Masters, stuff like that, or whatever they're calling them in this. Battle Masters, I think. I really liked the first wave. I had a lot of fun, building decks for it. And I'm looking forward to a lot of the stuff that's in this one. Now, this package does have Triptychon in it. The way they did it now, the Titan-sized card is inside here. And unlike doing a separate set like they did with Metroplex and whoever the other one was, whose name escapes me. Anyway, but yeah, we're going to take a look at that eventually too. I was going to do some fun, elaborate way of pretending I didn't know it was at the bottom, but I feel terrible and I don't want to. So there's that. But let's see here. I'll just pop this sucker open, fold that under, over, whatever. And there are all the glorious packages of boosters for this wave. So we'll take out 5 packs. I think that's how many I could tolerate doing right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know somebody had asked me to just do the whole box at once, but honestly, I think my throat will give out before I get through these 5. So we'll see what happens. Whew. A lot of interesting stuff in this set from what I saw of all the previews. Some cool guys. Ooh, we got new artwork on the cards, too. I've been repurposing these. You can see from these boxes back here, I've been organizing all my boosters. So I've been using the white sides of these to be dividers. So recycle, everybody. All right, a bold new era in graphic now. Oh, it's an advertisement for IDWs and the toys, obviously. So who do we got as our first in the new wave? Apeface. All right. Let's see. Apeface is a triple changer for the Decepticons. He's one of the horror cons. And I don't remember what he does from his previews, so this is cool. He's a 10 stars, 5 attack, 1 defense in his vehicle mode. While this is undamaged, he has focus 1. Okay. When he goes into beast mode, while this has 1 to 9 damage counters, he has bold 2. Alright, I like that. Gives reasons to go back and forth between the modes. And when he's in robot mode, I really like that artwork. I'm excited that he's coming out as a toy as well. While this has 10 or more damage counters, he has tough 3. So that's really neat. So the more damage he gets, the more powerful he gets. Or at least the more abilities that he has. And he has 5 and 1 on every mode? Yeah, so he's got the same stats on every mode. So really you'd only want to transform him when he meets each criteria. So start in vehicle mode, get a little bit of damage, go to beast mode, and then get a lot more damage, and then go to robot mode. Cool. Neat concept. And as in the last wave, we got some little guys, and we have Private Sea-Watch as part of the Rescue Patrol. He is 3-0 in his vehicle mode. He's got stealth like most, but now they've added a new ability to their vehicle modes so that you can complete the team. So like last wave, I did try to make a complete team of Micromasters with Red Alert, and it was not successful, but they're going to reward you for doing a complete team of Micromasters now. So Sea-Watch being part of the Rescue Patrol, when one of your Rescue Patrols battles and you flip at least 2 white, you get to flip 3 more battle cards. So that's a huge bonus for that particular kind of thing. And then when he transforms, he goes to 3 and 1, so he just gets a 1 defense, but no loss to his offense stat. This has +1 attack and +1 defense for each Rescue Patrol in your knockout area. So you're going to want to keep Sea-Watch alive longer if your other Rescue Patrols get kicked out. Cool. And now we're getting into the new battle cards. Let's see here. We've got Designated Target. Ooh, two 2 black pips, so 2 pierce with this card when you flip it. And it's an action. Each one of your characters gets pierce 2 until end of turn. So no matter what, it's just add and pierce. I like that. I'm going to put that in a lot of decks. That's awesome. War of Attrition. It's a blue and a green. Your opponent chooses one of your characters and does 1 damage to it. If this is the 3rd War of Attrition you've played this turn, repair 3 damage. Repair 3 damage from one of your characters. Cool. You may play another War of Attrition. So another comboing card where you can play multiples. Normally you can't. I like that, and that's why the green would come into play, so you can get them all into your hand and then play them at once. Hazardous Shield. It's an upgrade armor. It's themed around Decepticons. Revenge. Scrap an enemy... Oh, this is one of the new keywords. Revenge. Scrap an enemy weapon or armor. Use a character's revenge ability when that character is knocked out. So this gives them a revenge ability if they didn't already have one. That's awesome. And it's +1 defense. I like that. That's a cool one. I like this revenge ability, so there's a consequence to knocking somebody out. Battlefield Incursion. Deploy a character from under your Trypticon assault base to the battlefield. So we're going to see a lot of these cards. Instead of doing a full set for Trypticon, all of his cards and stuff are spread throughout booster packs. So to get his specific cards, you're going to have to build the deck slowly. Well, presumably slowly, unless you buy one of these, I guess. Deploy a character card from under Trypticon assault base. So that's how you get his other characters out, much like Metroplex deploys when he transforms. Erratic Cannon. When an upgrade character attacks, you flip at least 1 white, and it gets +3 attack until end of battle. Okay. Another reason to have some whites in there, and it gives 1 orange. And then Pincer Movement. When one of your Decepticons attacks an enemy this turn, you get an extra attack this turn, but only with one of your other Decepticons against the same enemy. Okay, it's specific, but I like that because it's gonna, force you to. I mean, presumably you're trying to knock out one specific character. That's pretty cool, and it's a starred card, so you're not gonna get that because it is pretty darn powerful. That needs to be a star card. All right, next pack. An 8-face was he a common? I don't remember. He's a common, so we might see 8-face again. Will he be my Novastorm of this set, where I get like 10 of them? Alright, what do we got here? Ah, here we go. One of my favorites, even if he is pretty stupid. 2 of my favorites, look at that. Alright, cool. So we got Skytread, also known as Flywheels, and this is his plane form. So Flywheels or Skytread was a duocon. So half of him is a plane, half of him is a tank, and then the 2 would combine into the robot mode. I like this. So he's a 6-star for the plane, at least. If you have Skytread tank... Oh, alright, so he's a 4 attack, 0 defense in plane mode, 10 health. If you have Skytread tank in the battlefield or in your knockout area, you may combine this with him into Raider Skytread. If you do, put the cards from your hand face down under Skytread. Interesting. And his combined mode, we don't get to see the rest of it because we only have the top. But I like that. He's a duocon. It's a cool idea. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I guess you got to think of all the combos that it can do, and we'll have to see if we get the tank mode in order to complete it. So we'll put that right there. And then we have Powertrain from the Off-Road Patrol. Powertrain has stealth in his vehicle mode. He's got 3 attack, 2 defense, 8 health. Each of your off-road patrols has bold 1, so he gives a bonus to all his off-road patrols, just like Sea-Watch did. This has +1 attack and +1 defense for each off-road patrol in your knockout area, similar to Sea-Watch. Cool. What do we got here? Terrifying Resilience. It's a orange and a black. I like that. Can't be put on Autobots. Well, that works out well since I seem to trend towards making Decepticon decks. Tough 2. Alright, neat. It's an armor and it gives tough 2, and it's got fantastic stats for the flip. I like it. And it's a common, so we'll see a couple of those. Kinetic Converter. When you flip to the upgraded character to another mode, you draw a card. I like that. We've had similar cards to that before, but usually it's if you... maybe at the start of a turn or something like that. But either way, good to have cards like that, because I like drawing cards. Guarded Posture. Orange Pip. A character's attack can't go below... oh, because it's -1, +2. Nice. So your high attack stat characters, you could give them a higher defense with this. Energy Transfer. Move any number of damage counters from one of your characters to one of your other characters, but not enough to knock it out. Okay. So if you're trying to keep one person alive, not a bad idea. And it's an orange pip. Adaptive Plating. When the upgraded character defends and you flip at least one white, you gets +2 defense until end of turn. Cool. And then the Daring Escape. For each Autobot you have on the battlefield, put the top card of your deck into your knockout area face up. If your deck and scrap pile are empty, you win the game. Holy cow. So that is extremely specific to happen. And wow, alright. For each Autobot you have on the battlefield, put the top card of your deck into your knockout area face up. If your deck and scrap pile are in. That I don't know if I like that, because it's very difficult to do, but I guess it would have to be. I'd love to see if someone actually pulled that off. That's pretty cool. I'm sorry I'm not as enthusiastic as I normally am. I really don't feel great. I am excited for this set, though. I assure you, there's some really cool stuff in here that I can't wait to play around with. Alright, what do we got next? Oh, here we go. Alright, so this is neat. I was hoping I'd get some of these. You go there. Alright, so there's a new faction in this set. We got mercenaries, so that's what this symbol here is for. So it's not just Autobots and Decepticons anymore. As much as I'd love to see Maximals and Predacons in this game, they're sticking with the G1 aesthetic, which is fine. Mercenaries, on the other hand, these guys can kind of go either direction. They can benefit Autobots or Decepticons, so they're kind of going to be the in-between faction. And I'm cool with that, because it's allowing them to take in characters that would normally be difficult to do and putting them in here. Particularly this guy, Mudflap. He's from the Cybertron line from way back in like 2003. But he's got 5 attack, 1 defense, 12 health. When you flip to this mode, you plan 1. Pretty simple. But his robot mode, let's see here. When this does enough attack damage to knock out an enemy, you use this card's bounty ability, which is unique to the mercenaries. His bounty ability is reveal the top card of your deck, you may play it. So that's pretty basic, but there's some other ones that have some really cool bounty abilities in there. But I like this, and his stats go down 1, up 1, so 4 attack, 2 defense now. But I'm really excited for this. I know Sean was excited when I told him about it. He wants to make an entire mercenary deck. He loved the idea, so it's gonna be cool, especially with some of the characters that they put in the mercenaries. And here we go with sticking with the trend of incredibly obscure characters. We have Raider Needler. He is a battle master, so he's got 3 attack, 1 defense, 10 health. Enemy characters can't be repaired. That's pretty mean. While he's out, they just can't repair each other. Cool. And when he's knocked out, he goes into the Steel Bite Incisor Mask. He has Pierce 2. It gives them Pierce 2. And if this would leave the battlefield, you put it in your knockout area, and it gives +2 defense. Pretty cool. There we go. Alright, so the battle cards. We've got a Soldier's Blaster. It's a green pip, upgrade weapon. When the upgraded character attacks an enemy from a different faction, the upgraded character gets +2 attack until end of turn. The factions being Autobots, Decepticons, and Mercenaries. So Mercenaries do count as a separate faction, so that will count if you're attacking one of them. Cool, and it gives +1 attack. We got another designated target. Like I said, I'm going to really like these things because it's Pierce all around. That's just a cool card to throw into pretty much any deck. Medic's Protective Field. It's a white card. When you put this on a character, repair 1 damage from it. And it has Safeguard. Safeguard's another new keyword. Safeguard 3 in this case will do, you can't take more than 3 damage while undamaged. So it's only useful when you haven't taken damage or if you've been repaired to the point where you're 0 damage again. But it's a cool ability. It's going to help you, early, no one-shot kills right at the beginning. Adaptive Plating. We saw that one already. When the upgraded character defends, you flip at least 1 white and get +2 defense. Indestructible Sword. Why does RC always have these? Like, they're really leaning into her being a weapon specialist. I love it. +2 black pips when you flip it over, so Pierce. When this is scrapped from your character, return this to your hand, and it's... return to your hand. That's why it's indestructible. Nice. And +2 attack. I like that. This is a really cool card. Nice. And is she fighting Flame War? Whatever. Pocket Processor. At the start of your turn, draw a card. Alright. More cards just like that, where you get more cards into your hand. I like those. Let's see here. What else do we got? I'm mixing up where things go because I didn't really think about that. Alright, next pack. Powering on through. Alright, we got... Alright, another mercenary. Put that there. Let's look at him. Detritus. This is so cool. That is an obscure reference right there. He's an arms dealer. He turns into a truck. He's ranged. He's got 6 attack, 1 defense, 14 health, and he's an 11-star character. When you flip to this mode, you may play a black card. Awesome. So more reason to have those other cards in there. Let's see here. And when you flip him over, he's Evil Hound. Let's see. He drops in attack and goes up 1 in defense, so 5 and 2. When this does enough attack damage to knock out an enemy, use this card's bounty ability. So if you knock somebody out, his bounty ability is repair 3 damage from this. So he repairs himself when he knocks out other people. Love it. Pretty cool. I like the idea of these mercenaries. Now, who do we have here? Night Flight. He is the rest of the Airstrike Patrol. Let's see here. He has stealth. He's not the leader, so he doesn't get the extra ability, but he has stealth when untapped. He's 3 and 0 and 7 health. Night Flight. Tap ability is to scrap 3 green cards from your hand. Your opponent chooses one of your characters and does 3 damage to it. If your 3 scrap cards have the same name, repair 3 damage from one of your characters. So similar in vein to the other Airstrike Patrol members, where you got to tap and scrap 3. I think that the other 2 are also scrap 3 green cards. Or they're at least scrap 3 cards, and if you scrap 3 of the same name. Either way, I didn't really care for that ability because it's very difficult to do, but it is cool if you pull it off. Neat. And we'll take a look at these battle cards here. Come on. So we've got Stable Cover. It's a black pip card. It's a secret action. When you reveal this, when one of your characters defends, so it's pretty much always going to pop off. When revealed, the character gets +1 defense until end of turn. The attacker can't use Pierce this battle. That's awesome. I like that a lot. Showing Off. This has no pips. Flip one of your characters to another mode, then flip it to another mode. So if you're building a deck with triple changers, you definitely want to use this. That's why Sandstorm's on this cover. Pretty sure he's in this set too somewhere. Special Delivery. That's a cool looking cover. Black pip card. Move 1 damage counter from one of your characters to an enemy. Nice. Acute Reflexes. White pip card, focus 1, and when the upgraded character battles and you flip at least 1 white, it gets +1 attack and +1 defense until end of battle. Neat. Right, Sabotaged Armaments. It is another secret action card. Blue pip. Reveal when one of your characters defends, scrap all the attacker's weapons. Nice. So, I love the secret actions. They're so cool. I don't get to use them the way... I haven't used them to full effect yet, but it's pretty neat. And they just keep getting better and better. Let's see here. Another secret action. Reveal after your opponent chooses an attacker and before you choose, they choose a defender. One of your Autobots gets brave until end of turn, which means they have to attack them. So you force them to attack the person you want. Nice. All right, one last pack, and then I think I'm going to go pass out. These are the sacrifices I make for the 10 people who watch this. Thank you. All right, and we got another cool mercenary, and it's Lockdown. Let's see here. Lockdown. This is what the mercenaries were made for. I mean, this guy right here, right? He's a car, he's melee, 5 attack, 1 defense, 15 health. Holy crap. 10 starter. This has +2 attack for each card under him. When you flip to this mode, draw a card for each card under this and for each upgrade he has. Then scrap that many cards from your hand. Interesting. So, Lockdown as a character was all about upgrading himself and modifying himself. So I guess that kind of is thematically appropriate for him. That could be dangerous, because if you got cards in your hand you really want, but you do choose to flip them, so I guess that makes sense. If you got a hand you really don't want and you want to recycle it, nice. And when Lockdown transforms, he goes to 4 attack and 2 defense, and this has +2 attack for each card under him. When this does enough attack damage to knock out an enemy, use this card's bounty. Put the bottom card of your deck face down under this. So you're not going to get a lot of cards under him. But that is going to be pretty cool. I would say, yeah, that's going to build up eventually. But, I mean, it's going to be very specific. You're going to want Lockdown to knock him out in order to even get use out of that. But +2 attack is pretty powerful, so I'm not going to say if he knocks out 1, that's still pretty awesome. Let's see here. We got Private Fix-It. I didn't know Fix-It turned into a truck. Alright. I know he turned into an ambulance, but that doesn't look like an ambulance. Anyway, he's part of the Rescue Patrol. He's got 3 attack, 0 defense, 6 health, and this is stealth until while it's untapped. Yep, which is typical of the Micromasters. There's Fix-It. Alright, you tap to scrap a white card from your hand. Each player scraps their hand and draws 4 cards. Cool little reset option if you want to get rid of an opponent's hand. I like that. Cool. And he's gets an extra defense while he's in vehicle mode. I mean, robot mode. I can talk. Alright, let's see if we can pick this thing up. There we go. And the final pack of battle cards. Let's see what we got. I think it's all new battle cards in this set, too. I can't remember. I don't think there's any repeats from previous sets. Might be a few. Minor Medic Kit. +2 Pierce, because there's 2 pips on there. The upgraded character has +2 health. Alright, so it's kind of like the medical backpack thing from last set, but it's just +2 health instead of +4, which is nice, because it's a common, so it's going to be easier to find these things, and I like that it's 2 black pips. That's awesome. I'm not even holding this on screen, sorry. But keep in mind, if an opponent makes you scrap this, you lose that +2 health, so that does stink. War of Attrition, we just saw. Unflinching Courage. It's a black and a blue. Can't be put on Decepticons. But that doesn't mean you can't put it on mercenaries. And he gets bold 2. Flip 2 more battle cards on attacking. Nice, and I like the stats on this, so that makes it useful. Hi, Sam. Sturdy Javelin. Alright, I've seen this in previews. When this is on a melee character, it has +2 attack. When this is on a ranged character and it attacks, scrap this card and do 2 damage to the enemy. Nice. I like that. Blast Suit. If the upgraded character would take attack damage, instead it takes half that damage rounded down and you scrap this card. So just extra armor and absorbs it and you get rid of it. Cool. That can be really useful for those big attacks that would normally knock you out. Another secret action, Hijack. Black Pip and a green Pip, which I don't think we normally see on secret actions. If your opponent would draw a second card this turn, If your opponent would draw a second card this turn, you draw a card instead. Alright. Cool. So if they play a card that lets them draw a second card, or has an ability that lets them do it, which a lot of these characters let them do in some ways, that's neat. So that's the first 5 packs from the Siege 2 sets. I hope you enjoy this. Again, I apologize. I sound like crap. But I assure you, I feel worse than I sound. But we had a good time. I'm excited for this set. I really am. Hopefully, I'm going to take a rest now. I might open up some more and do a second episode. Not sure. But maybe I'll feel better on the next one. Either way, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time.